Hello everyone and welcome to the presentation of Group 4. Have you heard about a Chinese teen who sold his kidney just to buy an iPhone for himself? Back in 2011, this then 70 years old Wang Shangkun shook the world when he sold his kidney on the black market just to purchase an iPad 2 and an iPhone 4. 11 years on, the now 28 years old Wang Shangkun is now bedridden for life after his remaining kidney failed to function. You might wonder, why and how an incident like this can occur? To put it simply, he's addicted to modern gadgets and technologies. The story I told earlier is correlated with the title of my presentation today, which is Addiction to Modern Gadgets and Technologies Across Generations. Today I would like to give you an overview of several factors that contribute to addiction to modern gadgets and technologies across generations and how they affect it, thus suggesting and recommending ways to curb this type of addiction. However, in this presentation, my role is to only focus on introducing technology and explain briefly how it contributes to addiction. Before we dive deeply into the discussion, what exactly is technology? Technology is defined as a system created by humans that uses knowledge and organization to produce objects and techniques for the attainment of specific goals. Examples that currently exist, such as gadgets and internet. The internet has paved the way for the waves of globalization to spread knowledge and entertainment without limits, causing people addicted to use it obsessively. Internet addiction is actually addiction to the content available online as stated in the picture above, like gaming, shopping, gambling, cyber relations, and anonymity. Next, gadgets are technological objects such as devices or tools that have certain functions and are often considered new things. The list of modern gadgets includes laptops, iPads, smartphones, and PlayStations. Do you know that people touch their phones an average of 2,670 times per day? Hence, it can be claimed that modern gadget use is possibly the biggest non-drug addiction of the 21st century.
Now, we will focus on problem statement. Under this part, we will go further on the causes and effects of gadget addiction. The cause of gadget addiction is revolution of the gadget. The gadget itself is the main cause that can lead to addiction. While the gadget and technology revolution has made our life easy, it has also made us lazy. Today, the whole world is at our fingertips, and thus we don't have to work or move around like we did previously to get things done. There has been a lot of technology development in smartphones where people can have fun, socializing with other people, shopping, or doing work. Our sedentary lifestyle and lack of physical activities can be partially attributed to over-dependence on gadgets. This is especially true for younger generations who are constantly glued to their cell phones all the time. The next cause is lack of parental guidance. Parents always complaining that their children are increasingly addicted to their mobile phones or play video games and watch television the whole day. It has been reported that young generation users spend 16 hours per day on average using a gadget. Unfortunately, many of the things teenagers can do online and with their cell phones can lead to a lot of trouble if they are not monitored. The effect of gadget addiction is reducing social relationships. In social life, excessive gadget use plays a role in the lack of face-to-face interaction, since teenagers are more likely to communicate using short messages through gadgets. Even the use of gadget can also interfere with the quality of face-to-face interaction with others because many people keep using their gadget when talking to others. Due to the time spent on their devices, they use or refrain from some outdoor activities with friends and family. By playing gadget, teenagers could easily play on their own. If they spend too much time on gadget and less time with people, it hinders interaction and disrupts the normal communication skill development, especially on children. Other than that, gadget addiction also affects psychological well-being and health. Spending time on gadgets, playing video games, especially teenagers, can slow down the brain growth. Teenagers who spend a lot of time on gadgets may become violent, lose interest in other things of the environment surrounding them, laziness, less interest in other hobbies, and lacking interest in academics. These problems could lead them of having bad personalities. Electronic gadgets are the main cause of eye problems in teenagers. Overuse of gadgets result in dry eyes, causing multiple eye infections. It can also affect vision itself. The blue light emitted by display screen prevents the release of melatonin, an important sleep-inducing hormone, thus will lead to sleep impairment.
As stated in problem statement, internet addiction can harm human social interactions. But do you guys know what solutions are available to combat internet addiction? The first solution is by using TV parenting guidelines. The goal of TV parenting guidelines is to provide parents with more information about the content and age appropriateness of television programs. So here are some examples of television parenting guidelines to demonstrate what I mean. The first is TVY program, which uses the story of Wonder Pets as example. The second is TVY7 program, which is appropriate for children aged 7 and up. Many examples can be given, but the one that drew the most attention was SpongeBob SquarePants. This is the best method for parents to prevent their children from becoming addicted to modern gadgets. The TV Parents Guidelines, as we all know, will filter out inappropriate elements such as pornography, violence, alcohol use, smoking, and other things that children should not watch. According to Dr. Cheryl Cooper, a forensic pediatrician, imagery definitely affects children. When children are exposed to the negative viewpoints such as pornography, their natural curiosity drives them to learn more. This causes them to watch continuously, which leads to addiction. There are many other ways to prevent gadget addictions, including doing special events, for instance, awareness months, short videos for information, and raising awareness in public places, such as at the center of the city, and distributing information and awareness booklets or posters, and finally, doing activities in school. As a result, individuals will have a better understanding of how to overcome and mitigate the negative effect of internet abuse, which they will put into practice in their daily life. They would be like a fruitless tree if they were aware of their evil and did nothing, because al-ilmu bila amali kashajari bila thamari. Next solution is the government must develop comprehensive strategy to address and prevent internet addictions among its citizens. Other countries' efforts can be emulated include iAction 2012 and providing free software. iAction 2012 is a solution devised by the Korean government to combat the growing number of internet addicts. These iAction 2012 initiatives cover a wide range of aspects including attentions, counseling, training, institutions, outcome and networking. In addition, the government should provide a free software to the community, such as timer that shut down the computer or system fatigue, which bore the player by making them slower and harder. QStudio is one example software that allows you to set limits for individual mobile and desktop apps. This is especially beneficial for children who have habit of playing video games and using social media apps when they should be doing their homework.
Next, I, Syahirah, will be suggesting a few recommendations that would be very helpful to prevent gadget addiction. Firstly, enable parental control. Parental control is a feature that allows one to monitor and restrict what a person does online. This feature allows to block and filter website content, review their online activities, limit their time online, and view their browsing history and communications. Parental control is useful in limiting how long and what time kids are allowed to go online or use the device. In December 2014, Kakatu app was developed by university students from Indonesia. This app was created when Muhammad Nur Awaludin addicted to video games and he hardly communicated with his parents. Approaching his graduation day, he lost his both parents and realized that technology and gadgets took a lot of quality time away from the family. Secondly, set a time limit. Not all forms of technology give bad impacts. There are a few forms that could be very helpful for educational purposes and brain development. For instance, some video games could be educational as they can help children to think strategically, develop fast reflexes, and enhance critical thinking to overcome the challenges in the games, like Sudoku and puzzle. However, it should be limited to a certain period and used responsibly under parent surveillance. For example, limit the device usage for 2 hours a day to avoid gadget abuse. Next, try to implement no gadgeting. Spend a few days without gadgets. There are a few benefits we could gain when we unplug from technology. We could have extra time in our hands to go for a walk, to enjoy the magnificence of the nature, continue our unfinished book series, try new hobbies like gardening, crocheting, and cycling. This ample time we can use to reconnect to ourselves, to rest and relax our both brain and body. We also can improve our physical health. Our body tends to hunch when we spend hours staring at screens. Our body will experience strain. Therefore, our body would be very thankful if we decided to take some time off from gadgets and screen. Last but not least, to overcome the gadget addiction across generation, parents play a very crucial role. Parents are children's very first teacher at home. They are children's role model. So parents must walk the talk. If they want the children to do outdoor activities instead of do themselves with devices, parents should be the one to encourage them to do so and join them. Kids have a habit of learning from their parents. Like father like son, they say. If they always see you using your phones, they probably will do the same. Your kids mirror your actions. They might not know what is right or wrong. Therefore, be a good example to your children by reducing the use of gadgets around them to avoid gadget addiction among children. For the conclusion, gadgets and technology are inseparable from human as we live in one century that everything requires technology. Use gadgets and technology in our daily lives for online transactions, shopping, communications, entertainment, education, and etc. However, our use of it is bad for us. Without proper control, we may gain more disadvantages than advantages that's supposed to serve us. So, be a smart user and be responsible to yourself.